What is up, everybody? My name is Advance, and this is Advance Sports Talk. Welcome back to another episode of Buck Dynasty. So, yes, if you're new to the channel, yes, I am a Buccaneers fan. I love the Buccaneers. Talk about fights a lot. I also talk about football. So, listen, I'm going over the Buccaneers draft. I'm going to talk about some other moves that they made. But, yeah, let's get into this. All right, so, first of all, right off the bat, Buccaneers has already said with the retirement of Tom Brady that the team was pretty much going to go to Kyle Trask. Because, well, at the time, Kyle Trask was the only quarterback that we had on the roster. So, you know, with that being said, of course, offensive coordinator Calais, I forgot his first name, excuse me. I'm amazed that I remembered his last name. So, yeah, our offensive coordinator already said that he's looking for Kyle Trask to be a point guard. Not to say that he's going to jump over the line on defense and block the ball or whatnot, but he's going to, he's looking for him to be a game manager. You know, the same thing that they always slander Trent Dilfer for when the Ravens won the Super Bowl, and that furthermore, what they accused Tom Brady of. So, yeah, or what Tom Brady eventually grew into. And he sat behind the GOAT for 2 years. So, yeah, that's not a stretch of the imagination at all. But fact of the matter is that with them leaning on him being a point guard, basically not turning the ball over, not throwing the game away or whatnot. So that tells me that the Buccaneers are going to go back more towards a ball control offense. So what that means is that we're going to run the ball. And I have a feeling we're going to run the ball effectively. I'm going to get into that later on when I talk about one of our draft picks. So so with running a ball control offense, it's leaning heavily on the defense. It's basically, all right, score, let the defense defend. Score, let the defense defend, coast for the rest of the game. Run the ball, right? So we have our first round pick, Kalijah Cansey, our defensive tackle, right? So when I think of defensive tackle, that immediately, it's easy to say Vita Vea because Vita Vea is who we have right now. And Ndamukong Suh, because Sue played with us a couple years ago. But it immediately put me in the mind of Gerald McCoy. Probably, mostly because Gerald McCoy is not in the league anymore. So, yeah, so that tells me, all right, because he was the last, no, Vita Vea was the last first round defensive tackle that we took, and then McCoy was the one before that. But yeah, so we have a potential replacement for Gerald McCoy, you know. So hey, that's it's going to be good. Like, he's good at getting through the line, pushing back on offensive linemen, which is something that you need because offensive linemen are made to push. So they got that upper arm strength. So yeah, definitely we're gonna need a defensive tackle, well, young defensive tackle with that penetration ability, and that is assuming that he even starts, because we have who do we have? We have Vita Vea. I heard we was gonna probably get Carl Nassib back, but yeah. But in any case, all right. So let's just assume that he starts. All right, so you got him sitting next to Vita Vea. Vita Vea already is a force to be reckoned with. So yeah. All right. So next, we're gonna get into the running game now. Second round pick was Cody Mauch, offensive tackle. All right. So we needed an offensive tackle because we let Donovan Smith go this year. right? And it's okay. Andy Reid can hype him up as much as he wants to. That's fine. That's fine. You can do good. You can do great things over there. It's fine. You wouldn't be the first former Buccaneer that would have gone to another team and done great things. But hey, thank you for your years of service and the penalties. But no, all jokes aside. All right, hey, we out. All right, so Cody Mauch, or Mauch, Mock. Fuck it, I'm just gonna call him Mock 5. There we go. So he, the highlights that I've seen from him have been mostly run blocking. So like it's more specifically with him pulling or cross guarding or whatever, going around the tight end and blocking and sealing off the outside block. So yeah, that right there already says, all right, yeah, we're gonna run the ball. So listen, Buccaneers fans that may be watching this, listen, be patient. I promise you it's gonna work. If we do this effectively, it's going to work. And there won't be a team in the league that can fuck with us, except maybe the Eagles. Because the Eagles gonna be the shit. But in any case, and it's always gonna be a fight in our division, especially this year. Everybody is loading up. You seen the videos that I called it the arms race. Yeah, so yeah. But in any case, moving on. So, 3rd round pick. Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry, I didn't even get into our running back. So what? Let me move on. Let me move on to our picks, and I'm gonna circle back to that. 3rd round pick, Yaya Diaby. So Yaya Diaby immediately, all right, puts me in the mind of Shaq Barrett. The highlights that I've seen. Once again, he doesn't lose contain. He beats the tackle. He gets to the quarterback, just like Shaq does. Or I'm sorry, Sack Barrett, because I said it way before Tom Brady did. Yeah, and I don't know, like, and another favorite player of mine, Styles White. Yeah. Oh, nostalgia. Oh man, but yeah, man. So yeah, I'm feeling really good about our draft. So like I think everybody is feeling good about their draft. But yeah, I'm excited because of the new potential. For the most part, the majority of our talent remain the same, but we got some new faces. I want to see what they can do. Oh, and we still got Joe Tryon Shoyinka. So, oh my God, did I pronounce it right on the first try? All right, so anyway, moving on. We didn't have 4th round pick. 5th round pick, Servocia Dennis, inside linebacker. I hope I pronounced that right. So yeah, inside linebacker. All right, we need another young guy that can step up for step up in the place of Levante David, and like definitely be worthy of sitting next to Devin White. But Devin White is like 3 players, because he can be anywhere on the field at any given time. So yeah, the speed of Devin White is not to be messed with at all. But yeah, so, and then on top of that, when you have Yaya Diaby, like, man, like, that's another thing about Yaya. He they had him listed as a defensive end, but he's also listed as a linebacker. So that really is Shaq Barrett, because Shaq Barrett is a linebacker, but he's an edge rusher. He plays on the line. So, but yeah, so this is going to be, this is going to be very interesting to see this combo. All right, next, Payne Durham is tight end. It's tight end depth. We got Cade Otton, and I thought we had Cameron Brake, but I guess he's gone now. But so just tight end depth. But Cade Otton can step up into that Cameron Brake role. Both of them are pretty much the same player. So yeah. All right, next Josh Hayes, cornerback. All right, defensive back depth. Carlton Davis, Jermel Dean. You know, like even when those guys got hurt a couple seasons ago, the backup stepped up and did supremely well. So hey, we can we have the coaching to make sure that our rookies are ready. All right. Trey Palmer, wide receiver. All right. Wide receiver depth. I don't know. Last time we drafted a wide receiver in the late rounds, it seemed to tend to work out. Tyler Johnson, or as I like to call him, good old stick shift. And I just went the wrong way on the belt line. Oh, well. Anyway, Tyler Johnson, good old stick shift. Why do I call him stick shift? Because he comes in clutch. He was making more one-handed grabs than OBJ. And I was just saying, like, hey, he put me in the mind of old school Antonio Bryant. But yeah, we're gonna see how this turns out with Trey Palmer. All right, and lastly, those last three, those were 6th-round picks, by the way. Jose Ramirez, outside linebacker depth. So, you know, man. All right. So, moving on. So listen. We have good running backs. So, couple years ago, you know, we had Keyshawn Vaughn. Keyshawn Vaughn was starting to bud a little bit because there was he was the third back behind Rojo and, oh my God, I know him, Leonard Fournette. There we go. Behind Rojo and Leonard Fournette. So when neither of them could go, I think I forgot who it was that got hurt. Last year, year before last, Fournette got hurt. So Keyshawn Vaughn had to step up in that role. And he did pretty damn good. So this past season, it was Rachaad White. Rachaad White stepped up into that role, and he did pretty damn good. So we do good with rookie running backs. You know, at least these past couple of years. Now, here's the caveat. That was the Byron Leftwich, Bruce Arians system. We don't know what this is going what this new offensive coordinator is going to look like, because they did have Chris Carson's up in Seattle. So I'm gonna have to do another deep dive on Calais' run game. But in any case, moving on. So let's talk about our running back core. We got a pretty decent running back core. And yeah, so of course, as I've mentioned, we got Rachaad White and we got Keyshawn Vaughn. And we still have Patrick Laird, who was apparently on the roster last year, and I don't know who this dude is. I think he was I think he played in a preseason game or something. But yeah, so we got these we got those two, or three actually, and then we picked up another guy, another one of my favorite. It's crazy. The last 3 or 4 years, I have been lucky with the Buccaneers getting players that I like, you know. So yeah, we picked up Chase Edmonds. I don't know when we got him, but we got him. So now Chase Edmonds he's basically a younger David Johnson. So David Johnson is he's basically the typical. Well, he was the guy in Arizona that catches passes out of the backfield. You know, he was and Chase Edmonds also played for Miami. I think he played for Miami last year. So yeah, and you know, and he did pretty all right, but I guess it wasn't good enough for Miami to keep him on. Now, the one thing that Tampa Bay does do is throw out of the backfield. That was, once again, I'm saying this with the caveat of that being Byron Leftwich's offense. But I'm pretty sure they brought this dude in. They wouldn't have brought this dude in if it was something similar. So the Bucks do love to throw the ball out of the backfield. That's why when after the Super Bowl year, when Fournette came back and he said, "Look, I want to be the starter." So he was like, "All right, hey, you can be the starter. Learn how to catch." And he learned how to catch, and he was the starter. So here we are now. All right, so listen. Yeah, and that was Chase Edmonds' forte. Chase Edmonds' forte was catching the ball out of the backfield. So that tells me like third down back maybe. Oh my God, the sun is offensive. So yeah, that has the makings of a third down back. Wide receiving core still remains the same. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Russell Gage. We don't have Julio anymore. So, yeah. Oh, well, like we got youth. We got youth. So now, yeah, we're pretty much going to remain the same. I imagine Mike Evans having another big year, having another 1,000-yard season at least. So, yeah. Now, we also picked up another player. It's a quarterback. Don't be fooled by the headlines. He technically does have a Super Bowl ring, but he was just on the team. So we picked up John Wolford from the Rams. So he was the third string quarterback on at the time when they went to the Super Bowl the year after we did. So once again, if you've seen my other video, I'll probably put it up somewhere. Oh my God. Yeah, somebody called me. All right, so I'll probably put it up here or over there or up here. Probably up here. Yeah, you'll see it. And yeah, well, I was saying, all right, quarterback situation, big question mark. I don't care what goes on because I'm coming into it with house money. I have nothing. I've seen Baker Mayfield play, but I don't know which Baker Mayfield am I going to get. Am I going to get Baker Mayfield that knows everything, or am I going to get Baker Mayfield that's humble? You know, like, yeah, my buddy Pat seems to believe that Baker Mayfield damn near ended up homeless last year. Might have humbled him a little bit, but we shall see. I don't know. If you give me 2020 Baker Mayfield, all right, I'll be cool. Kyle Trask, I don't know. I'm just looking for you. I'm looking for you to have a better year than Brady had last year. And that was Brady's worst year. You can top it. You can do better. Shit, even if you have Brady's best year, we still made the playoffs. But actually, no. Just do better than Brady's last year. So it's gonna be because it's gonna be, man, this division is gonna be grimy. It's gonna be a muddy fight. Like last year it was muddy, but no, this year it's gonna be super muddy. Like, because everybody is tooling up. Now we trying to see who's gonna make it in. I'm trying to block the sun. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. We're gonna see who's gonna make it in the playoffs. I'll tell you one thing. This year, it's gonna be earned. It's gonna be earned. So yeah, we're gonna have to get our hands dirty. And we gotta just ante up and play football. But in any case, that was just my thoughts on the postseason after the draft. I'll probably be doing other breakdown videos on Bucks roster. You know, Buck Dynasty. I'm gonna make this a regular series. But in any case, my name's Advance. Let me know what you think. What do you think about the Buccaneers draft? How do you feel about the moves that we've made in the recent weeks? Or if you're not a Buccaneers fan, what are your team's moves? What are your thoughts on your team's move? Put them in the comment section down below. We're going to chop it up. We're going to turn this into an open forum. Just because I'm a Bucs fan don't mean that I'm not. Just because I'm a Bucs fan and I got division rivals and I rag on Jerry Jones all the time don't mean that we can't have an open discussion, you know? So, my name's Advance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on everything. I'm out.